My name's Sue. I work at Cambridgeshire Library, and today I'm going to show you how to decoupage. Sometimes it's called decoupage, but it's a decoupage, which is the art of tearing or cutting small pieces of paper and decorating an object. So for today, just to make life easy, we're going to decorate a jam jar. This is one I did before. And I'll come back to that afterwards and tell you what I did, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a pot which you can then use for whatever you want once it's complete. Now I've tried to make it so that you only need items that you can find around your home, so you don't have to go to craft shops and start spending lots of silly money. So if you've got some PVA glue, that's the one thing you will need. A little brush of some sort. It can be a short one like that or something like that, just something to put the glue on with. Pair of scissors, and then you need various papers. Now the papers, you can use all sorts of things. The thinner the better, but wrapping paper, which obviously comes in all sorts, wrapping paper like this. You've got napkins, paper napkins, that they come in all sorts of colours. Doesn't matter if it's plain. If you get some that's got a pattern on it, that works. Newspaper print's really good. It looks quite cool when you've covered something in print. And you can always colour it before you do it. Give it a wash of a colour with some paint, and then put that on. That looks quite effective. Tissue paper is good. Had to be a little bit careful with that because it's quite thin, but as long as you're gentle with it, that works really well. So once you've got all your papers that you can find and a jam jar, off you go. So I'm going to use this one. I started to do a bit on this earlier, but we're going to start on the blank side, and it doesn't matter where you start. There's no rhyme or reason. You don't have to start at the top or the bottom. You can start wherever you like. Dip your brush into the glue, and then put the glue on in quite a biggish patch. And you see it goes on white, so you can see where you are, and it dries clear, so you don't have to worry about the glue showing afterwards. So you put the glue on, and then you find your first piece of paper, and you just lay it on like that, and then you gently brush over like that. Once it's in place and you're happy where it is, get some more glue and glue over the top. And like I said, don't worry about it looking white at the moment. When it dries clear. And the reason you put glue over the top is to give it a varnish. The glue acts as a varnish as well. What you can do when you finish the project, if you want it to be extra strong and not come to any harm, you can put some varnish over the top. Especially if you're going to use it for tea lights and have them out in the garden, it's better just to put a couple of coats of varnish over the top, and then it lasts for forever, really. So that's your first bit. And do your next bit. So another bit of glue, like that. I'm going to use newspaper print this time because I think these two together look quite effective. And you brush over the top with that, all the way over. Make sure it's all covered in glue, and then that's a piece done. I'll do one more bit, show you. Do it under here. Like that, and we'll have another piece of the blue one underneath. And you can make it look patchworky. If you wanted to, you could do it all in the same cover, all the same papers, or you could have lots and lots of different ones to make it look like a proper patchwork. And when you come to the end, if you find, you probably can't see it on here, but if you end up with a tiny little gap there, you can still see the jar through it. If you don't want little holes like that, you can just get a small piece of either of the materials you were using and just pop it on, smooth it over, and then it's all covered over. And you keep working around like this, and you can see this is the one I've just done here, and this is one that's now dry, and it's got a nice finish, and it's dried clear. And once you've covered the whole jar, you end up with a jar that looks like this. I actually covered the bottom of mine, but you don't have to. You can just go down to the edges, top and bottom, and then just cut round with the scissors when you finish to give a nice neat edge. I happen to have some ribbon handy, so I just stuck a bow on it. I thought it looked quite pretty, but you can put anything on really, different coloured ribbons, string, coloured string, or even just natural string. Looks nice wrapped around the top, gives it a nice finish. What else have I got? Cord, something like this. You could make a decoration around the top. And then you can use it for just about anything really. You can use it as a pot for your paintbrushes. You can use a pot for your pens, pencils, or you can put a bit of water in it and have flowers. Or you can put a tea light in. They look lovely in the garden in the summer. And really you can decoupage just about anything. You can use wood decoupages nicely, glass, porcelain, plastic. So I'm sure if you look around the house, you'll find things that can be used for this. So that's it really. Once you've got your object to decoupage on your papers, off you go. Be warned, it is very addictive, but go ahead, go and have fun and see what you can find. Okay, bye bye.